Alrighty guys, hello and welcome back to Clash of the Titans round robin stage between Riut and Yellow, game number 2, and yes, this is what I like to see. This is going to be so much better than Arabia Huns, as we do have ourselves right now a border dispute. And this is going to be one hell of a fun game. Riut right there, though, getting off to a great start. I didn't even introduce the players, but that was mad. Getting in there and stealing all of Yellow's sheep so quickly. As both of these guys are going to start securing those boars. Off to a very hectic start indeed. And let's introduce the players. In the blue, down to the, well, I can't even say down to, right in the center of the map. In blue, playing as Mongols, we do have Mr. Riut himself, and next to him in red we have got VNS Yellow playing as Huns right now. So it's Huns versus Mongols, border dispute, and this is going to be one hell of an interesting game, I've got to say. Off to a very interesting start already. Yellow there securing 3 boar in a matter of seconds, 1 minute and 50 seconds in, and Yellow's got 3 boar under his TC. Riut, just the one, but Riut did get a very sneaky and cheeky, I would say, steal right there on those sheep at the start of the game. So, going to be securing himself a lot of food. Yellow, on the other hand, securing himself those boar. And, of course, with those deer so close to the TC as well, they would both be very mad not to take them. And, of course, this is border dispute. What you can expect, it's absolutely mental. But it is extremely fun as well. I'm going to be really curious to see how these guys go about playing this. I think, interestingly enough, Riut going to have a very nice little advantage here, as he's playing as Mongols, which does mean that he gets hunt a lot faster, 50% gathering speed on hunted animals, which does mean that these deer are going to become a lot more useful to him than the deer, well, not so much useful, but, you know, he'll gain a lot of food much faster from the deer than Yellow will, because he is playing as Huns. But Yellow did the right thing there and denied Riut that extra boar, because that extra boar that was there, well, the Riut's boar, if Riut would have got that, he would have had a really fast feudal time. I think getting a fast feudal time in this position is so crucial, because I foresee towers, and Riut right now is starting to wall up Yellow's main stone right here, which is, well, actually no, it might not be his main stone, but he is walling up his stone nevertheless, and that is kind of a big deal, because it does mean that Yellow will not be able to take the stone right here, and if Riut does go for a tower rush, walling up the stone is going to be key to having a good success at that. So Yellow gonna have a good idea of what's going on right here. Riut being the lamer and starting to wall that up. It looks like he's gonna come around the back here as well and go to wall this back stone. If that is the case, then that's gonna be pretty terrible for Yellow if Riut does decide to go with a tower rush. And of course, Riut right here, playing this Mongol, is likely to have a pretty fast feudal age. If he does do that, if he goes up very quickly, he could start to tower Yellow extremely quickly indeed, and that's going to be very nasty. Do you know what I would have done? If I was Yellow, I would have like walled my own stone so I could delete palisades and then get into it. Kind of wouldn't really work, really, but it's kind of fun to think about. So Riut then, being a massive lamer here, starting to wall this stone in, but it's so genius if you think about it. He's going to be able to get up to the feudal age in a good time. He's got another couple of deer right here as well. And his food almost at the 500 mark already. Yellow, 314 food in the bank, 17 population, 16 for Riut with 279. Interesting. And Yellow, I think, really cottoning on right now to what's going on. Riut does not care. Riut just wanting to get those walls up, making sure, of course, that Yellow can't take that stone. And this is going to be really interesting now to see how this ends up going, because it's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough for Yellow in this position to really counter a tower rush, if that is indeed what Riut is going to do. Moving villagers over to stone right now, and that does seem to be the case. Could go up to feudal. Oh no, you're going to go up on one more. You're going to go up on probably 20 population here. He should be able to get the food in to go up, and of course getting that speed on getting up to feudal is a big deal as well. Yellow looking to get up right now. as best he can. There's the 500 food mark from him. Gonna click up right now up to feudal, and Riut gonna be slightly slower actually. Gonna be a little bit slower. But he is going to click up right now, just a few seconds behind both of them, going up on 20 population. As Riut is starting to build a mining camp on that stone, so he will indeed be tower rushing. And Yellow has no way to really stop him at this stage. Yellow, of course, getting in there with that villager, but unable to actually wall anything up. And interestingly enough, Yellow realizes how important that is, attacking that palisade with the villagers. And gonna end up having to build a mining camp on that and have very low efficiency on taking that stone. Of course, villager idle time here and all that as well, having to take the wall down. And Riut in an interesting position. He's gonna actually, I think, go and tower the stone wherever he can. He could build palisades around his villagers. Looks like he's gonna do it, but oh man, there could be a little bit of lag preventing him from doing that. It looks to me like he's gonna try and trap his villagers in with his own palisades and then build a tower. But right now, Yellow able to take a little bit of stone where he can. It's not efficient at all, but they are both going to be up to feudal in just a moment. Very unfortunately for Yellow in this map, the extra gold, sorry, not extra gold, the extra stone are all sort of over on Riut's side of the map. This one certainly closer to Riut, and the one over on the far right, well, it's probably equidistant between the two of them, but even so, making it a little bit difficult to deal with. Both of them up to feudal right now, and Riut gonna have to get in here and deal with this scout cavalry. The scout goes down, nice little pick right there, and Riut's villagers are still alive. Towers starting to go up on the front though. No towers. Oh, there it is. There's a tower from Yellow right there. Riut needs to get in there and start taking that out quickly. Oh man, too close to the TC. Yellow gonna get taken out pretty quickly right there by the TC fire from Riut, and Riut's tower gonna go up just out of sight. Of course, Yellow going to see it right now, very quickly walling around the base. And it looks like he's going to put up a tower on the front right here, but Yellow trying to get one up in defense, of course. Looks like that tower is actually being hit by Riut's tower right there. And that tower from Yellow, I've got to say, bad position. It's too close to the TC. It's not actually covering anything at all. And Riut's TC going to take that down very quickly indeed. So that first tower from Yellow, not effective at all. But coming in right now, looking for that stone pile of Riut. And Riut, no idea that he's there. So that tower could be pretty devastating. It seems, though, like Yellow right now struggling to get that stone in. There's the tower going over the gold of Riut right there. Riut's scout nowhere nearby to see if that is actually going to be coming up or not. So it looks like Yellow going to get away with that one. Riut, meanwhile, few idle villages inside of his TC. Few idle villages inside the watchtower as well. But, oh, there we go. Nice one. Putting up that outpost right there in a pure stroke of luck. Good timing by him, because that tower was fractions of seconds from going up right there. Riut was actually just about to put an outpost up to see if anything was coming in. But what actually happened... Oh man, that was kind of unfortunate. Gonna lose that villager by the looks of things. Dead villager. Very unfortunate. But what actually happened right there was Yellow managed to just get that tower up in time. But Riut, man, if he'd have been a few seconds before, that tower probably would have gone up and could have prevented him from taking that stone. Absolutely rushing that with his villagers though. Gonna have to go back, outnumbered massively. And there's a lot of blue splotches all over the map right now, as Riut's trying to wall himself in. Gonna get away with that one as well. Walling that villager in right there, trying to probably get another tower up inside somewhere. Interestingly enough, man, what a messy game. This is Border Dispute, and it is absolutely crazy. Yellow going to be taking Riut's stone right here, his own tower covering it, meaning that he can take that one pretty comfortably. Already started to wall up this stone from Riut as well down here, and oh man, is Yellow just going to come forwards with another tower on the front right here? Looks like he will. Start to wall that palisade this up and stop Riut from getting it. Riut sending in the army of villagers though, unafraid to do that, and there we go, gonna get in. But that stone there gonna get completely walled up, and man, this is an absolutely crazy game right here, as Yellow's starting to wall that stone up as well. If they're both denied stone, then it's gonna be pretty stalematey. Looks like Riut was aiming to take the wood from Yellow right here, but Yellow should be able to take that tower down with the 4 villagers he has, and then that villager inevitably going to get bludgeoned to death. And yeah, this is going to be pretty mad. Yellow right here, though, not enough villagers on the front by the looks of things. Going to get back into safety of his tower, and Riut needs to attack the tower quickly. Otherwise, these villagers will get taken down extremely quickly by the tower. Going to try, then, and take that down as quickly as he can. A couple of villagers getting taken out right now. And Yellow going to, of course, wall that villager in. Make sure that he can keep his repairers safe. But I think there's too many villagers right here on this tower to deal with. And let's have a quick look at their populations. Yellow on 27, Riut on 23. How many games do you get to 15 minutes with only 23 population? It's absolutely mental. So this tower, though, going to go down. And a lot of very low HP villagers there from Yellow by looks of things. Yellow desperately trying to keep that tower alive. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. The tower going to go down. And that villager very, very close to dying. Going to get taken out. One more hit. One more hit. It's on 2 HP. Riut's got to be able to do that, surely. That villager there, attack it! 2 HP, you can do it! I don't know what's going on. They're just going for a little leisurely stroll. Yellow, though, continuing to tower the front. Doing what he can to make sure that he is keeping those villagers alive and safe. And it's absolutely crazy when you think about it. They just go all out into this. Looks like Riut's going to lose his tower on the top as well. And looking for him right there. As he's going to put up a tower right here to defend this stone. They are desperate to defend their stone. And getting the villagers in. Going to be bludgeoning that one down as well. Riut's going to be trying to take that out as fast as he can. And there is the tower from Riut. Going to get in and... Towers literally 2 blocks apart. Looks like, though, Riut will be able to take that one out without a problem at all. And so many idle villagers from both of these guys right here. Yellow has enough stone right now to build another tower. I wonder where he's going to put it. He could put it up right in the front here. He could try and come around the side and perhaps go for the farms or something. But one thing I noticed right now, Riut does seem to have a few more farms out. If not by much. Let's have a quick look. We've got 10 farmers, or 8 farmers even, from Yellow right now, and 9 from Riut, so I was wrong. Yellow actually has more farmers, which is really crucial. Needs to keep that villager production going. And, you know, right now, I really don't think that these guys are probably thinking about the Castle Age at all. It's probably not on their minds in the slightest. But I've got to say, you know, Riut doing a really good job here, actually. Yellow trying time after time to stop these this stone from being taken, putting up tower after tower after tower, but Riut finding him out every time, stopping him every time, and Yellow gonna have to go back home because that is not gonna work out for him. So villagers again just going for a little walk in the afternoon, and it's just crazy. Villagers everywhere. This is the kind of game that I like to see. It seems, though, that both of them settling down a little bit. Maybe the towering going to stop for a little moment or a little while. Riut doesn't have enough for another tower just yet. A blacksmith going up on the front right there. And it looks like he's actually considering going up to the Castle Age fairly soon. Going to start taking a little bit of gold on this left-hand side right now. You can see a barracks from Yellow, though. And Yellow could be starting to militarize a little bit. I don't know. He could put up an archery range, for instance. But either way, yeah, there we go. It's going to be an archery range. But either way, it looks like Riut's aiming to go for a faster castle, and Yellow going to be going for a little bit more military. Riut right now is trying to wall up where he can with buildings. And if he can get himself nice and walled in, then he's going to be okay for now, I think. Yellow looks like he's finally going to succeed. Putting up that tower over the stone right there. Man, it's so messy. Both these guys very close in terms of score. Yellow, though, looks like he could lose a couple of villagers right here on this right-hand side. But archers starting to come out by him right now. As Riut just goes back, starts to wall it up. And I'm kind of a little bit worried for Yellow here. If he starts making a lot of military, that he's going to be in a bad position because Riut's going to be fairly walled up right here. It looks like he's going to aim to wall this entire side up. In which case, Archer's not going to do a thing. And that could be pretty bad for him. Riut, on the other hand, No archery range, no military buildings whatsoever. Looks to me as though he's actually trying at this stage to go up to the castle age. He's got quite a few farms down, probably not enough, but can't just go up to castle. That's the problem. He can't just go up to castle, because if he does that, he's going to have absolutely no way to really stop yellow from continuing to tower him. Tower war once again over this stone at the front, and it's looking pretty close. Yellow, though, is starting to get ahead in terms of score right now. Riut looks like he might lose a couple more villagers here if he's not careful. There's one down. There's another. Oh, gosh, no. Very, very close indeed. 1 HP getting away right there. But yeah, this is going to be pretty difficult for Riut, I feel. He's not got, really, the resources he needs right here to keep putting towers up to defend. He has to go in with his villagers. And if he's going in with his villagers and yellow has archers behind it, then that does mean that he will have an easier time starting to take those villagers out. So yellow desperately trying to get these towers up right now, and the archers from yellow coming in as well, going to be dealing extra damage to the villagers of Riut, and Riut's going to lose quite a lot here if he's not careful. A lot of villagers could go down. There's 2 down already, and a 3rd one about to go down, and Riut's just giving them away. Archers from yellow right now going to have an easy time getting into the wood line of Riut back here. Riut, no gold income at the moment, no stone income either. Oh, 1 villager on stone. Very little in terms of food income as well, and being chased out by these archers is certainly bad news. He's going to be forced into a very small area indeed if this continues like this, and it's going to be a very difficult situation to get out of. Yellow starting to take an advantage here as Riut loses more and more villagers. He's on 29 population, yellow on 44. Doing an excellent job, almost mined out of stone back here though, continuing to keep those towers up and just reduce the amount of space that Riut has to actually function in. Archers as well, doing that extra bit of damage, plus 1 attack is done on them. Going to be picking off villagers that slightly bit more easily. But they are really the game changer. The archers right here are the game changer. Riut wasn't able to wall it up enough to prevent yellow from getting in, and yellow right now starting to keep those archers coming out, going to be able to pick off villagers very easily indeed, and Riut does not have an archery range. He's got a huge pileup of wood at the moment, very little food income though, so skirmish is not really going to be an option. He's forced off of gold right here as well. That is covered by yellow right now, and we could see a very short GG from Riut here if we're not careful. Yellow, a good 400 points in the lead, and Riut just throwing away villagers now as he desperately tries to get these towers up, desperately tries to defend, but it's not going to work out for him. He's pretty much forced back to his TC, and surely at this stage, when you can't get your TC, you can't get your villagers out of your TC, that's when you know to give it up, you'd think. What is Riut going to do right now then? I don't know. He's going to say GG. I think that is the correct thing to do. Yellow there, going to take game number 2, and that does bring the score even to 1 apiece. Well played by yellow right there, considering he wasn't able to take any stone to begin with. Riut's walling that up, of course. He did a great job, managing to keep towering him, keeping the pressure on, preventing him from taking enough stone to counter tower effectively, and then with the addition of the archers and with no military production from Riut, was able to really just push in and keep pushing that advantage. So there we go, game number 2, score currently 1-1, and we're going to be going to game